The world's best football on the world's best football package. DStv Compact. It's on.
From what happened over at Loftus, Mamelodi Sundowns winning by 2-1 against Golden Arrows. Before we show you exactly what happened, this is the post-match interview that was conducted by Mpho Maboy with coach Miguel Cardoso, who did not seem at all pleased.
Coach, this game had all the elements of an exciting match for all the fans that came out. There was a red card, there was a penalty, there was plenty of goals, but you yourself got a yellow card.
It was a beautiful match, very beautiful match.
What did you read into it? What did you read into the 90 minutes?
It was a beautiful match, very beautiful football match. Indeed, I think South Africa enjoyed a lot today. Beautiful match.
Coach, what has made you upset?
No, I'm not upset. I'm happy. We won. Look, the people celebrating. Everybody's happy. There's nothing to say. It was a beautiful football match. With different moments, different perspectives. Beautiful football match.
What were the positives that you take from the game?
3 points. We move ahead. There's another match ahead. Let's just move and continue.
Thank you very much, Coach.
So then, not sharing too much as far as his post-match thoughts are concerned is Coach Miguel Cardoso. If you weren't watching that game, he was absolutely incensed at full-time, incensed basically as the second half was playing itself out. And again, we're going to see exactly why. My question to you is, do you feel he was justified in certainly not being happy with how that game was handled?
I think also he has a right to feel that way, because at the end of the day, I mean, as a coach, you don't want to be then, if then things are not going your way, then this is the way that, of course, you're going to be judged based on those situations. Because if he wants the referees then to take charge with the right moments and the right indications, then it was a penalty, or if not, it was not a penalty, then it was an offside. But you don't want to lose your job based on this emotion. So he has the right to feel that frustration, because at the end of the day, he has a job. You know, if then he had to lose his job this way, it would be so disappointing if then these things they go a long way. But on the other side, then you don't concede that penalty, it means you remain at the top, because of the goal difference puts you on top. But then he knows, he's very aware of that goal difference, because of then you take away the penalty, it's 2-0, you're still very much on top. So those are the things that are very much able to fuel this aggression and this frustration. Because of then you don't do those things the right way, then of course coaches are able to lose their jobs at the same time. And then also if then it has to be the referee that makes him lose his job, it's very giving him able to feel like this and being angry.
Okay, so what we are going to do is break down then some of the incidents that might have made Coach Miguel Cardoso feel exactly that way. And the man in the middle, the referee, was Siyabulela Kunta. And we're going to start with the red card that was given to Jaden Adams. This a straight red card that was given to a midfielder that we all agreed was starting to refine his form. Pumuzo, we felt that this was indeed justified then. Straight red card here.
Firstly, we have to look at he's trying to make up for the poor first touch. He tries to control the ball, to open up his body to go the opposite side, but the first touch was not so great, so the ball is exposed. He's trying to recover the ball at the same time. Mamelodi Sundowns are one of the best team in counter-pressing. He's a little bit late. Now, let's just look at what might be going through the referee's thoughts. Does he play the ball? The answer is no. Does he get the ball or does he get the man? He gets the man. Is he endangering an opponent? The answer would be yes, from the picture that we're seeing. What was the excessive force used when he's going into the tackle? The answer would be yes, the force was there. So he says, does he get the ball? No. Is he endangering an opponent? He says yes. Is it excessive force used? The referee says yes. Therefore, that's why he gives the red card.
Okay, so based on that, then it's advantage referee in terms of making what we felt was the right decision. Again, a lot of debate going on social media. However, we go now to another crucial point then in the game. There was a disallowed goal for Mamelodi Sundowns, and it's a goal that was disallowed not too long before Arrows then did have an opportunity from the penalty spot. Disallowed, Villa, rightfully, wrongfully?
I think this was a very bad decision at the same time, because I think Reina stays very much in line. And I think what then it's able to fuel to the Cardoso situation is that then you go 3-0 up, then you're still very much on top. And of course, with that decision now changes everything. That's the first frustration that starts to pick him up. Also, that says that was not the correct decision to say that was an offside, because of Reyners is very much in line. I think it was either Gianni there, the central defender, playing as the last man within that line. I think, yes, this is it. Let's have a moment here.
Yeah, this is the angle that was going to give us.
Yes, and it's a loss of concentration from Gianni. They are in line. The ball is being kicked right now, very much in line. So this was not supposed to be given an offside.
If you look at the picture here, the assistant, yes, perfect. The assistant ref is supposed to be in line with the last defender.
Right.
Let's look at the positioning of the assistant ref. Incorrectly positioned. So he's in no way going to make the right decision because he's not correctly positioned. Secondly, Reyners is onside.
Right.
So therefore, even if Reyners was offside, he will be interfering with an opponent because the referee would have deemed that he's in an offside position. Therefore, he moves in front of the ball to disturb the vision of the goalkeeper. If he was in an offside position, then correct. But Reyners is onside. Reyners can interfere with this ball anyhow he wants. But the problem here is the assistant ref is not correctly positioned.
Yeah.
And that is why he makes the wrong call in this instance. Sundowns is supposed to be in this moment going 3-0.
Yeah, and top of the table. And even when he does make that decision, or when the ball does find the back of the net, he still hasn't recovered well enough to be in what we deem the right position. So there it is then. Referee Kunta says no goal there. And again, lot to feel aggrieved by if you are a Mamelodi Sundowns fan. And then this would happen. Golden Arrows get an opportunity from the penalty spot. Again, Kunta makes a decision, points to the penalty spot. In real life, we thought, well, perhaps maybe a good decision. However, it's when we have a look at this over and over again that maybe we are less convinced. Mudzo?
We dealt with this in the Orlando Pirates game to say the correct call by the referee by cancelling the penalty that he had given to Orlando Pirates.
Right.
In this instance, I'm waiting for the assistant ref to then come and assist the referee in this instance, because when you look at this, the ball comes off the body of Kardso Mudau to the hand. So if the ball comes off your own body, which is, it goes off his thigh onto his hand, the question is, does the ball hit Kardso Mudau's hand? Yes. But if it comes off his own body, there is no handball. And that's why the Mamelodi Sundowns coach is feeling that that is not the correct decision. And if you were with us at half-time, we dealt with this same thing. Dion scores, he goes on to goal number 10 in the league, he's the top goal scorer. But we dealt with this at half-time with Orlando Pirates to say, within the Orlando Pirates game, the ball comes off the chest, then to the hand. And the referee consults his assistant ref, and he says, yes, correctly, it comes off his own body to the hand, and the rules say clearly, no handball. Kardso Mudau, it comes off his thigh, then to his hand. So therefore, there is no handball. There is no supposed to be a penalty for Golden Arrows. Wrong decision once again.
Villa? I think with that one, Pumus, I think it comes from his head more than from his thigh to the hand. I think
so are you saying it doesn't strike his hand at all?
No, it doesn't. It hits his forehead here.
I mean, we'll have a look at it again.
It hits his forehead. His forehead, sorry. And then, of course, it changes direction. But at the same time, I'm sure Coach Cardoso, he was able to get a chance because they have those monitors within their bench. And the bench would have shown him also time and time again, it didn't. It was a wrong call. So that's why also that action, look at this, I think it goes to his forehead. Slowly. Move away. Now don't look at the head.
Forward a bit.
There's the
that
forehead.
Is straight off the face.
The forehead. It touches the forehead. So that's why it changes the direction. So, of course, with that's why you'll be frustrated. So much frustrated that they went over and over for it and say, this is our jobs on the line. This is us going to the top. But at the same time, as I say, it's a matter of speed and it's a human error. Sometimes it happens and teams will benefit from this situation, and sometimes that's the nature of football.
And I guess that's the thing, isn't it? Because we've all, I guess, are comfortable with the notion that goal difference is going to play a huge role in who wins this Betway Premiership title. And if you're Mamelodi Sundowns after tonight, it's basically a 2-goal swing where you could have been 3-0 up, you're now 2-1 up, and you feel as if both decisions really went against you.
It's true. The third goal for Sundowns should have stood. It's supposed to be, before even we talk about the penalty and everything else, Sundowns is supposed to be 3-0 up. Unfortunately, we highlighted it. The assistant ref is not correctly positioned. So therefore, that's why he makes the wrong decision to say Reyners is offside. Reyners was onside. And if Reyners is onside, that goal is supposed to stand, then it's 3-0. Now you go to the other opportunity where we are seeing the ball deflects from his own thigh.
Yeah.
And when the ball deflects from any part of your body to the hand, anyway, there is no handball. And that is the second one that the refereeing team missed in that Mamelodi Sundowns game. And therefore, Mamelodi Sundowns was supposed to be comfortable 3-0 winners, but they go on to say 2 bad decisions from the ref, and it means that 2-1 is the scoreline.
The world's best football on the world's best football package. DSTV Compact. It's on.